So hi everybody and welcome back to Unreal Engine 5 full game tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 15 and in this video I want to correct my code again, because last time I presented you a code which is not working, which I have not tested, and that is a good opportunity for us now to learn debug. What is debug? Debug is a tool where you can check your code, and the normal thing what starters do is to check the code is using this one here. When you have something like this, they drag out here this one and then they search for print string, something so, and then they test if this print string is indeed putting out something on the screen, something hello. Then they know that from this point till this point it was executed everything. But there is a better way, like I said, this debug, which is when you select, for example, the start point and you want check all the things till this point, then you can set here with F9, I think it's a shortcut, this debug node here. This debug node means when you start here the program, the Unreal Engine, in this case the compiler, will stop at this point, and then you can jump to every node what happens after execution step by step. So with other words, it will stop here, then you say go please to this node, then it will go here, and then you see this is a function, then you can step into it, and then will it jump here, and then it you say go to the next node, and then you check if this compiler, because this is the compiler or execution of this program, is indeed going there where you plan to go. For example, like I said, I plan to go that the compiler should go here, here, and then execute this node, then do this and this. And if the compiler is not doing this steps or doing it wrong, for example, there is a missing variable name or there is a cast fail, then you know where your error is and then you can correct it. So let's test this here with this setting here. Let's say I set it here already, my debug start point, that was F9, and then with F9 you can deselect this again, so you can set it and unset it. Alright, let's press here start, and you see the debug is not active right now because I have set this debug here to this on click button, which means I have to come exactly to this point when this debug will activate it. Now I click on this button and you see the program execution stops here, it jumps here to the blueprint, and now we are exactly there where we wanted to be. And now I want test if I really can go here to the string, for example. Then here on top, like I said, there are navigations. You can say go to the next node with this one, go into the function or custom event like this one when you want to go into and see what happens here, and then go out to if you want to go back fast before it jumps here anyway back. Alright, let's do this now. So here I go to the next node. Okay, I see you are here. Go to this node, please. Yes, that was expected. I want to see what happens here. I step into. It jumps here. Okay, that's expected. I want that you go here. And then I expect that you go here and execute this one. Good. And then the next one and next one. And now you will see something strange, which is with open level it can the execution flow can interrupt here, even so it is doing it. So with other words, this one here, I think the reason for that is this note here. You can see after complete this go on, right? But here it's not going on, and this execution here in Unreal Engine would follow this one. That's why it is not showing this part now. Normally it would show this part here as well, I think, but let's see if this is happening. And you see it is jumping back, but careful, the other part is still executing there. That was only because of this this complete node here, because here is not going on. Alright, But you see, this is a very powerful tool, and again you have to deselect this one, which means you have to go here to deselect if you don't want that the program stops all time. F9 again. And then now we are talking about the errors which I made in my last video. The first error which I made is, you can see my widget here. This is my widget, looks much smaller. So what was the error what I made? Let's go to the game mode first. And the first error was, here was a custom event. Here. Event at this point where I told you we are executing here, and then we are going here in the middle of this file here. The problem here, that was wrong because I made there something else. I tested there a little bit with the code, I twinkled around, and then I forgot that I just connected this one here directly. Normally, if you have something like this, that was probably something what I had before. Without that, then you would need something like that. And then later I added this line here just to this block here, and then connected here directly, and forgot that I don't need this anymore. So with other words, this is our first error. You can delete this and just use this one here. And then you can delete also this part here back, because we don't need to call a custom event after this one. This is error number 1, which you can check, and check this with the debug which I just showed you if the flow is right. The next error could be, this is just a hint, must not be, that I said we copy the whole block here, right? Oops, not this one. So I said here we copy the whole block here. What I mean with that is we have selected everything. Then I said Control C and Control V here from widget blueprint to move to here, and that is okay. And then we created all the variables. But sometimes when you create these variables here, like not from scratch because it was a copy, there can, as I think it can happen that these references which are here created are not correct created, and this can cause errors. So if you have an error, so for example the code here should work normally perfect, but it is not working, then create these references which we created here, for example this cast node here, and then this promoted to variable here again, because these are probably candidates for making problems. Variables not that much, but this cast node probably. So they you just delete and make from scratch. Cast again to this SK save game, and create here a save game and use that in every code you have. So this is could make a problem, but I'm not sure about this one. And then we have to talk about the remove widgets. Again here in our code there was something remove widgets, and now I solved this differently. The reason why I removed it from my code is because I'm opening up new levels. What I mean with that is, so you can see my code here, for example. Let's start here, create a new object. So let's say we start from scratch. We go here the line. We go line here down, that we already know. We create an object, we save it to slot, and then I make a block open level. And here I created a level. How I created a level, I go here to my content folder. Here's my game folder. Here I created a level folder. And then I saved, let's open up level 1. This is level 1. And then when I have opened up this one here, I go here to file, and then save current level as, and then you can save this one even in level 3 if you want, just for fun. Let's do this. And now you have saved this one here. But saving alone, it's not done. You have to do a little bit more, because here you open the level, and then you would here say level 3. But if you do so, let's make it free, I will have a problem. And what is this problem? Let's go here back to this level. I called it now level 3, and let's go here to the world settings, and I selected here my game mode. Let's say I selected here my game mode. And when I start playing this and press new, you see nothing happens here. And what is the problem? There is a problem. The problem is this game mode, where is that? Let's open up level 1 again, perhaps. Level 3. That's level 3. Okay. And then, where is that? We are back. All right. So the problem was level 3 has this game mode defined, our game mode, which we have created, right? But our game mode has this node here, event begin play. Event begin play will be all time triggered by this game mode. So with other words, if I open this level, this game mode, this part will trigger again, and this part is new, which you don't have, but you have this part here, which I set up at start, which is just create the widget blueprint. So it creates all time the widget blueprint, it adds to the viewport, and then we set here the key, the mouse and the input mode. That what you have. And we don't want that, because when you open up the level, let's say a new level in this case, this should be not called. This here is wrong. This should be removed anyhow. But we have not here a remove widget right now. I will explain why. Instead, what we are doing when we open up a new level is we make just the if check. And then we check if this current level is the level which you don't want that the main menu widget in this case is called, because this part here is my main menu widget. Let's call it here, let's comment this out. Let's select this, comment this, main menu, and then select this one. Like I said, commenting is very important. Now we know this is the main menu, and here I don't want level check to spawn widget. And here we make a check. How we make a check? First of all, you find this node get current level name, because this is a very nice node. You check what the name of your current level is, and when you have this one, you can check it, right? So here is the return value. The return value will all time give you the level name, and then you make a equal check. You write here equal string, equal, and then string probably. And then you have here these two equal signs. You can use both actually, but if you use this one, is the normal one that looks like a normal if statement in programming. The other one is a little bit more strictly, but it's the same thing. And then you write here the level name, for example, level 3 now, which we created. And then you can say, I don't want that level 3 should create a widget. For example, let's start this one again. When I play here, we are in level 3, that's why it is creating. And now I connect this level here with this one, but let's say I have not one, I have more. You can see I have already more levels. Then you can drag out here and call a or boolean called, and this or boolean is just the word it says or. You say, should I use this, or should I use that, or should I use even more? And if you want even more, you can press here this plus sign. And then when you press here Control, you can drag this down, or you make it separately. And then you can connect this one here. And this or is just so if any one of them is true. So this or here says, if this is true, I will set this branch, which we need to define. because our OR is all time a check, and branch, this branch node is a very important node, is checking all time if you say yes or no. All right, and when this one says yes, then it will say yes here too. If this says yes, then it will say this one too, and or if this one says yes, then it will say this one too. And interestingly, in this scenario is because we have only all time one level open at a time, only one will be activated. For example, our level 3 is now here activated, and then this OR will just say, is your comparison here equal or not? This OR says, is this equal or not? And yes, it is. Then it print out here yes, and then you can see the branch node yes is true is nothing, and that is exactly what we want, because the false step here will create a main menu, and I don't want to create a main menu. All right, this is a little bit one way to do so. And let's go back a little bit to let's go a little bit back to our code where I removed the widget. There was in your code something anywhere, I don't know where I put it, remove all widget. This remove all widget is still working, but the question is now why I don't have this here. I mean, in my code, which I have here now, I have this not at all. I have removed it. And the reason for that is because I am opening up new levels now. So what I mean with opening up new levels, when you open up new level, like here open, and here I open also a new level. This one was a saved level, and this one is just default level. And when you open up a new level, then everything is resetted to default under one special circumstances. And special circumstance is if you have not used a game instance. And in the next video, I will introduce game instance, because we are not finished with our save load file. And it is very important that you understand everything will be resetted. And which means when I'm starting this one, that was bad. Now I'm in level 3. That's why it's not working, because now it's not even popping up a main menu. And the reason for that is I'm right now in level 3, and you can see the game mode says, are you in level 3? Yes. And then this OR checks here this one. Yes. And this one says, oh, you are in level 3, which means would go here, and it goes nothing. And then all the other things happens, which means it's just starting the game without creating a widget menu, adding to viewport, and so on. Okay, but important here is that we deselect perhaps level 3 because we don't. Let's make it without this one for a moment for test purposes. And what I wanted to show you is when you start here this game, your project, and create, for example, a new level, all these widgets are resetted. So new, let's see, new was not working. Why was new not working? Let's go here to new, and then we have here, which is it's open up level 3. That's why. Okay, let's open up level 1. And I thought, why it's not working. Okay. Because I selected their level 3. Now new, it's working so as intended. So you can see here in this new level, it is just setting all back. That's very important. Then you don't need this remove all widgets, because all widgets are removed automatically. And that's going for the sound as well. You know, we have set here the sound. Here, this one, spawn sound we made a reference. But when I open again a new level, all things will be resetted as well. So which means I don't need to stop it there. But here are a very important note. If you are not opening a level, new level, so you are staying in the level, let's say you open up just a menu in the level, for example, an option menu or just a pause menu, then you need remove this widget from parent, or remove all widgets, probably not, but remove this widget from parent or deactivate sound or music in this level. Alright, so this is the only reason why we have it not here. So, and then let's see if there is something else which mentions. So again, I repeat fast what I corrected. That first one, I added this one for opening up new level. Then I removed this little thing here, was not necessarily because I connected this here down. Then here you can see here we load from slot, save from slot, it's working. And here we open up levels. You can see here we open up a default level. Here we open up a the level from the load file. That's why we have this one. And here we set just input mode again, and here we set input mode again. And that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. I think this one you can even put in one place. I mean, if this is exactly the same, you can just make here one and then connect them here. But yeah, for optimization purposes, for example, what I mean is this one, you can make this one. Why you can make this one, what I'm showing you right now, if you want. It's very easy because this one you can see is exactly the same. I think so, at least. And then you can say just use one instead, calling it 2 times. All right, but this is just yeah, a little bit optimization, cleanup code and so on. Right now I think that's all what you need to set. And again, later test it with debug. So start here, press F9, and then go through your code and test if this is indeed coming. Important, test also your save files here, or setting all the variables, and yeah, that should work. And if not, no worry, test it more, because that's very important that you learn debugging, understanding code, and for later more difficult parts. Alright, with that said, I think I stop here this video. If you have any questions, like all time, write in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye, good luck, and have fun.